You clicked for night refueling and a brutal aftermath. This is it. 17 Russian ships go dark, but one emission slips, and Ukraine's Echo Trap 2 Malawian Kwachas turns that blink into a window. We'll walk the minute by minute. FPV eyes lock the route, Orlan spoofing lays a false trail, Kasuka 4 blinds itself on a delayed reflection, and a Switchblade 600 ends the chase. Was this a lucky catch or a designed kill chain? Stay, and see how layered EW turns a convoy with PL/Z-05 howitzers from decisive reinforcement into a multi-million-dollar loss. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great! Thank you so much. Now, back to the video.
A fire has broken out at a fuel depot in Russia's southern Krasnodar region.
Some sort of explosion that's occurred at a fuel depot in Krasnodar. That's on mainland Russia, very close to...
The governor said a drone attack caused it near the Russian-annexed Crimea region.
17 ships cut their lights at a refuel line. One stray ping leaks. That single emission mattered because darkness hides shape, but timing exposes intent. The watch was layered. FPV scouts rode the tree-line in a staggered weave, feeds encrypted and steady, while a mobile M13 drone hub sat cold, antennas down, waiting on a clean lane. Above, an Orlan-style eye hunted for the uplinks, sniffing for control cues and heat. But then the band flooded. Kasuka 4 pushed wide noise and decoy bursts. Ukrainian video stuttered, frames slipped, and crosshairs drifted off by degrees. It felt like fighting in fog made of static. FPV teams shifted tactics. Angle-only navigation took over, low and fast along the Biryu corridor, skimming hedges, reading road heat and the dull glow of convoy brake lights. No reliance on clean telemetry. Just bearings, vectors, and muscle memory. Meanwhile, Echo Trap 2 Malawian Kwachas watched the jammer, learned its heartbeat, and threw it back with a delayed reflection.
The latest video this morning, a burning Russian truck, apparently used in a string of audacious Ukrainian drone strikes. A series of videos from Ukraine's special forces show a drone closing in on one of President Putin's prized long-range bombers.
A short loop bent the jammer's own map. For a few breaths, the fog thinned. A spoofed trail appeared. An Orlan followed the Phantom, its path neat and wrong, while the real target slid into a known refuel node. You could see the split in the feeds, one line marching into nowhere, one line swelling with fuel heat. The decision cycle collapsed. AI tools tagged PL/Z-05 silhouettes on flatbeds, fuel bozers clustering tight, hoses snaking out. That was the tell. The risk flipped from watch to strike. The convoy wasn't moving, it was exposed, tied to its own lifeline. Our coverage lit up. LPD 801 sweeps raked the sky. The window was short. Minutes, not hours. Every second widened or closed the cut. Command pushed green. Not a brawl. A precision chain, blind the eye, isolate the node, take the head, and leave the grid half asleep. With Kasuka 4 chasing its Echo and the Orlan pacing a ghost, the assault team rolled. The test now was simple, get the swarm across the lane, and finish what the single ping started. For a turn, seconds are life. The jammer blinks. The question is simple, can cheap air slip past a hunter built to swat missiles?
Of course, it comes in the wake of those attacks we saw a couple of days ago, the entrance of the Kerch Bridge that connects mainland Russia with the Crimean Peninsula.
These new satellite images show a Russian airbase before and after the covert attacks Ukraine has dubbed Operation Spiderweb.
The M13 answers with mass. 25 Ghost 21s kick from the rack, no clean parade. Each takes a crooked path. Altitude jitters, spacing breaks rhythm, noses wag to stress the Tor M2's track logic. You get chaos by design. No single center. No neat lane to rake. But then Russia snaps back. Kasuka 4 surges and thickens the haze. The Orlan slides to a new perch, angling for the uplink glow. Spetsnaz rifles and PKM stitch the approach lanes. Trails vanish. Gaps close. You can feel the swarm get thin. Echo Trap buys a crack. It clones control cues for a breath and tugs one radar sweep a few degrees off axis. That pull opens a micro-corridor right above the refuel line. It's not safe. It's just less lethal. LPD 801 bites hard. White lances scorch 3 birds mid-arc. One tumbles burning and throws shards across the lane. The illusion shakes, but the air clutters. Sensors tire. Operators blink. Those seconds matter. A decoy pair goes loud at the tour. It bites. Tubes swivel. Missiles leap and detonate clean. A third ghost rides the hose lines, skimming spray, and crews break off the manifold with hands up to helmets. The flame risk scares them more than the drone. Now Overwatch stumbles. From a quiet slice of sky, a Switchblade 600 gets the cue. It climbs clean, then tips hard, dropping on the Orlan's relay node. No callouts. One flash. The uplink dies. The local picture collapses. Kasuka loses sync. Tior's file reloads dirty, tracks smear under noise, and the kill box opens. Ghosts punch the soft side. Flatbeds with PL/Z05 silhouettes pop. Ammo cooks and walks down the line. Fire takes the tarmac's edge and eats the resupply hole. The refuel line burns out. The radar net thins. The route to Kiev goes light on guns, and the only lesson worth keeping is how fast a window can open and close. Information wins fights. Echo Trap turned noise into a script the defender obeyed, shaping when sensors looked, where radars pointed, and how crews reacted. That control built the kill chain, scouts fixed the pattern, AI tagged the load, decoys drew fire, and the Switchblade cut the relay. It was a chess clock on the electromagnetic board. What would you do with one window, blind the jammer first, or kill the relay? Comment your choice below, and say why. If you want more breakdowns like this, subscribe. We study timing, deception, and strike math. Subscribe and join a community that seeks to understand the realities of modern conflict.